Donald Trump has been welcomed in the UK on his second official state visit. Melania's hat, you would have noticed, it's purple to match Trump's tie. Also, it's like a Carmen Sandiego hat, really, one of those really wide-brimmed ones, similar to the one that she wore at the inauguration. I know none of this is important, but it's interesting. Apparently, according to Vogue, who's been looking at her fashion over the last 24 hours, they reckon that she wears those giant hats because when you are looking at them front on, if her head is even slightly tilted like this, you can't see her face. And they reckon that's because she wants the focus to be on President Trump, okay? Also, they said that the Burberry trench coat is a nod to British fashion. Now, the President met with the King and the Queen at Windsor Castle for an official banquet. Now, the problem, it appears, you just see that picture there, it appears that he touched the King, Trump touched the King's back twice. Royal watchers out there will know that this is a incredible breach of protocol. You're not supposed to touch the King. I mean, it's no Hopawati, but it's certainly off, not in the guidebook. Right, while all of this was happening at Windsor, protesters hit the streets of London. Take a look at that.
Refugees are under attack! What do we do?
We're here to show Donald Trump and to show the UK government just how much human rights actually matter to the UK population.
It isn't normal for a president to get 2 state visits, and we shouldn't treat Donald Trump like a normal president. He is undermining the Constitution and democracy and the rule of law in the United States. He is a threat to the safety and security and prosperity of everybody around the world. We should not treat him like a normal president, and we certainly shouldn't honour him given the horrendous politics that he represents.
Kethaki Masilamani is a BBC producer who's been following this all day and joins us now. Kethaki, great to see you.
Great to be with you, Ryan. What a day it's been here. I'm exhausted by it all.
Yeah, tell us, what's the British public? I mean, are they paying attention? Is anyone caring, apart from those protesting?
Listen, the protests were happening just outside my office. So I've been literally in the middle of it all. It was a really tense run to get lunch today. Of course, the British public cares. It's been such a, it was billed as this the only president to receive a second welcome by the royal family, and they really rolled out the royal treatment, the royal red carpet. I've seen nothing like it, to be honest. They even had a portion of it where the guard dressed up as American pioneers and they played piccolos. It all felt like a fever dream, to be perfectly honest.
Kethaki, what about I saw them project, these pictures of Epstein, even video of Epstein and Trump together with Melania onto Windsor Castle, and there were reportedly arrests around that. Did people go onto the grounds to do that, or were they able to do it from a distance, do you know?
I think the police got to the protesters pretty quickly overnight. I saw a massive banner that they laid out over the Windsor grounds, and they were, of course, projecting against the castle. 4 people were arrested. I think they did it from afar, and police got to them before the Trumps landed in London. So it was all nipped in the bud, but certainly those images were broadcast around the world. And of course, the mass protests today outside in central London. But for the most part, all we saw in our wall-to-wall coverage was, the president and Melania landing on Marine One. There were decoy helicopters in the skies. We weren't sure which one he was on, and then finally the camera zoomed in, and out came Donald Trump, out came Melania, and that hat. Even the fashion, you said it wasn't important, but Amelia Wickstead, a Kiwi, was behind some of the royal looks today, and there was, the Queen was in blue, Kate was in her burgundy/red, a little nod to the American flag. There's a lot of diplomacy in a lot of soft diplomacy, as they call it, in all those fashionable looks.